Yo!
Hello.
What's up? How are you guys? Thank you, Emsony and Skyfunk. I appreciate you guys.
I don't need this now, do I? Or do I need the mic?
No, you don't need it. It's just like if we play like audio clips later.
Oh, okay.
But you can take it out for the time being if you want.
That's fine.
All right, what's up, y'all? How are y'all feeling today? Better than America. America's kind of going through it. But we're doing okay. We stayed up very late last night. Them more than me.
Very late.
What time do you call it a day, Bowie, as you say in Australia? What time?
6 a.m.
6 a.m.? It's like 4 a.m. Pacific. It's not bad.
I decided it would be a good idea to start posting things when I was after a few beverages.
A few bevies. Someone is hungover. It doesn't make sense for America to be hungover at this point. I think it's just a little, yeah. Thank you, V, for Vanessa for the Prime. No young Cedric. So me and young Cedric no longer get along. He's been excommunicated.
He was evicted.
He's been evicted from the Big Brother house. He has 1 minute to gather his belongings.
We backdoored him.
Thank you, Sydney. Cedric flew out earlier today. Which one of you got America sick?
Probably me.
Well, she's the one who's handing the vodka sodas, so.
I was like, another one?
And then Bowie has the audacity today to be like, you know what might make you feel better?
A drink.
He's gone already? Yeah, he was saying he could have stayed a few other days. He could change his flight, but he'd have a 17-hour layover. And I'm like, that might be a bit intense. Thank you, JPR. When is the podcast coming out? We're not going to do a podcast with Bowie, but tomorrow we're going to do something for the Patreon. We don't know what yet.
Oh, yeah.
We'll figure something out. It'll be some game, maybe.
See? Bowie was right. That would have helped having a drink.
Says Hey Bub 122.
And that is why I'm having a drink.
Known menace of the chat. You talked to Joseph? I did. I felt bad. We were at a club, so it was very difficult to communicate effectively.
We were yelling into it.
And he was in some spot, just quiet, being like, what the fuck are these people doing? Can't be hungover if you're still drunk.
That's my theory.
Have you ever heard of the gambling theory, Bowie, of you can never lose as long as you keep betting double your previous amount?
Oh, yeah, right.
I feel like that's the way. It's eventually...
Eventually you die.
Eventually you will lose 10 in a row. Joseph Game Room, yes. I feel very uncomfortable reaching out to these house guests in terms of a content perspective because it feels very gimme.
Yeah.
I want you for clout. You know what I mean? Cedric, I sent Joseph a message and, all that stuff, but I'm not going to ask for an interview. You know what I mean?
Same.
We do not need Joseph. Dylan, I'm going to be honest, I'm picking Joseph over you. I don't know you, Dylan. I know you in chat, but... Let Joseph do his deep dive. Yeah, he's been getting ripped to shreds about that. Bowie loves the deep dives.
Oh, yeah. I that's how I bloody prepared for the show.
Have you talked to Lisa? No, shockingly. Tucker? You guys want me to get Tucker? You guys think Tucker likes me? I feel like he wouldn't. Because I have some constructive criticism. I'm good with no Tucker. I'm not going to ask Tucker. I feel like... I'm only going to ask people who I feel like it's natural for me to ask. Cedric felt like that. Joseph feels like that.
It's a bit of activity with the Tucker suggestion.
Oh, boy. That's how Tucker works, whether you like him or not. He's going to start conversation. Jared tweeting about Quinn. Yeah, let's pull that up.
Yeah, we just saw that.
Fucking hilarious.
So can they see that screen?
Not yet.
No.
Jared.
G'day, Chiara.
Chiara. Someone posted the tweet in the chat. I can't find it. I don't think I followed Jared on Twitter. It's weird because we're so tight. Jared Fields, that's the one. And then if someone has the Quinn clip, that'd be super helpful. Because it's very, very funny.
When is Bowie moving in? I already moved in. I'm never leaving.
Dylan says the chat can say no Tucker, but I can't say no Joseph. Yes, Dylan, read the room. I'm messing with you. All right, let's see it. All right. So Jared tweets, "Who's Quinn?" And I believe the context was Quinn said Jared was dog water. Was that the context I heard? Oh, yeah, Brenna with the response. Jared using bleach to wipe the game room couch.
Oh my god.
Out of pocket, Brenna. I know you're in chat. Out of pocket. Look, here's what I'll say about that. Y'all talk so much shit about how he was cleaning the couch. It's better than him not cleaning it.
Didn't Sari tell him to, though?
Definitely not.
Are you
Sari
sure?
was not aware.
No, I heard that. I don't know what
Is
I
this?
heard.
Oh, Bowie's got some insider info.
Literally, I thought I think I know that.
Don't.
But I don't know why.
I'll get Bowie another glass. She'll spill.
I honestly thought it was Sari who told him to.
You think Sari knew Jared and Blue were doing stuff in the game room?
Something was weird like that.
This is news to me. This is hot off the presses.
Someone might have told me when I was out.
Hey, I made it. I'm the most annoying person in Bowie Jane's TikTok comments. Hey, Ashley. Well, welcome. Now you're the most annoying person in my Twitch chat. Sari did not know about it. I don't think so, because Jared would lie to Sari the whole time about, like, oh, we're just flirting. She likes me. I don't really like her. Clean that up a little. Yeah, that's what she said. I don't think it was about that, though. Is using a dryer sheet actually cleaning it? We don't. Let's pivot away from the Jared cleaning the couches conversation. But I will say, celebrity boxing match, Jared versus Quinn. They're about the same height. Anyway, so Bowie, I never got to compete in OTEV. How ashamed are you of the BB26 cast?
Absolutely horrified.
Mm-hmm.
One round is absolutely shocking.
Shocking. And the thing is, we don't have to study this season, obviously, because we're not in the house.
Yeah, it's correct.
But I still think we would have gotten the question right.
Yeah, probably. We had more than 4. Was it 4 rounds? Is that it?
Yeah, it was 4 rounds, because you went from 6 to 5, 5 to 4, 4 to 3, 3 to 2. So you made it to round 5.
The last
you
one,
cleared through 4 rounds.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought there was an extra one, yeah.
No offense to Cedric, but this cast is clueless. Offense to Cedric. Hey.
Offense to Cedric taken.
You live and die by your cast. I wonder how tricky the question was. How tricky can it be? You know, like, I'm sorry. This cast never ceases to amaze me with how lost they are. Bowie's the OTEV queen. I was so nervous you were going to win OTEV.
Because I was planning on it, actually.
I was not certain you were going to... I thought you would keep noms the same.
Can't remember what I was going to do. Especially with this hangover.
It probably would have been similar where, like, the plan was you were going to keep noms the same, and then we would come to you and say all the shady stuff Cam's doing, and maybe you would backdoor him anyways.
Yeah.
But the fact that Jag had the veto and was going to take someone off the block...
Yeah.
I think it probably made it easier for you to be like, well, shit, if I have to put someone up.
Yeah, that's right. I remember now.
It was a confusing question if you're under stress. The last question they gave you was the only hard one. It was like, who got 8 votes to evict? And it was 2 house guests.
Yeah.
And it was red and...
I kind of went blank. I was like, I just lost concentration at that point.
Yeah, it was red and Izzy, because red was 8-2.
I just was like, oh my god, my brain is not working.
Jag knew it immediately. He was fast.
Yeah.
Our OTEV took forever. I don't know why feeds were down so long. I guess...
Yeah.
No, I still don't know. It's weird. Technically, Tucker didn't play in the HOH, so if it was that question, it's kind of misleading.
No, you definitely weren't going up, even if I used the veto.
No. My thought was I needed Cameron out of the house. And I didn't even think I was a possibility, even in conversation, to go on the block. So I was like, if Jag wins, we're going to backdoor Cameron.
Yeah.
And if you win, noms probably stay the same and we get rid of Suri or Felicia.
Yeah.
Which I was like, that's not
I'm pretty
good.
sure we were still going to backdoor Cameron at that point. I mean, it wasn't for sure, but it was very much a thing.
That's where it would have landed, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Wasn't Jag the secret genius? I don't think we had a secret genius, unless you want to consider America the secret genius.
Yeah, she's the secret
genius. It's you or America. You're hiding, you're a lawyer, she's hiding, she went to Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys know what the question was? All right, let me go down. It seems like you got... The question was, who didn't play in the first HOH? So Cedric didn't play in the first HOH. Wait, why would they say Tucker? Tucker played, and it was Cedric and Chelsea who didn't play.
Yeah, I wonder what the zings are going to be too.
Tucker had to sit out because he didn't have a partner. I didn't watch that episode, I'll be honest.
Oh, mascot, yeah.
Okay. I did not watch a lot of episodes. I know it was shuffleboard, but I didn't know like the nuance of how the shuffleboard worked. What if they're just ducking with us? I don't think that's likely. Also, it's very funny of Jared to be big dogging Quinn. like Quinn is currently almost locked into 8th place. And it's not all about placement. We know that.
He's at least made jury.
But honestly, I'm kind of with Jared. If there's a house guest in the house shit talking me, you've got a right to shit talk back, even if I think Quinn is right. But you know. Have you been keeping up with feeds? Chemo's getting voted out right now? Yes, we have been watching today. And it makes sense for everybody to vote out Chemo. Like, except for T-Core Rabina.
Oh my god, that's in his title?
That is funny. I didn't realize that.
Dude, that's funny.
In Jared's bio, it says son of Survivor legend Suri. I feel like Jared at the club would go up to someone and be like, I'm Suri's son.
That's funny.
Which is, look, if like, I'm very proud of my mom, for sure. But I think, like, it kind of makes sense from Jared's perspective. Like,
yeah, it's not in your bio. Okay.
Him being Suri's son is a big part of his online personality.
True.
Traders legend Suri. Yeah. I had to put Bowie to task today. I was like, Bowie, why do you give Cameron a 3 in strategy, Jared a 3, and Suri a 1? How does this make sense? She's like, honestly, in retrospect...
I would like to reduce that number.
All of them.
I was like, they're all 1s for everything.
It's funny. Are you going to the Survivor thing in Nashville? Yeah, I emailed someone today about it. I don't know exactly. Like, I'm trying to weasel my way in, use my 1% of clout to. But I don't even know what the event is. I don't know what I'm trying to weasel into. But it's in Nashville. Like, I should go. I know there's some people going who I'm excited to see.
G'day, Heather.
It's what's the event? Yeah,
that
it's
was
Cory.
my Twitter profile.
This is called Cory Woo DJ. Is the
Oh, that's funny.
Son of Steph Wirt would be cool. Hey, Mom, what's up?
Oh, hi, Steph.
Yeah.
Mrs. Wirt.
Mrs. Wirt. Hit up your bro. You think my bros got pulled like that? You'll be in Nashville next weekend. Enjoy it, Anita. Go down to Broadway. Stay there for 7 hours. That's what we did yesterday.
Ooh, yes, we did.
It was so funny. So I was
banging.
So Cedric and I were basically dead sober. And Bowie and America were drinking a bit more. And they kept saying, like, all right, one more bar. And we went to 7 other bars. One more bar. And then we go somewhere. They're like, wait, that place looks cute. One more bar. It's just a hangout stream. We're doing rankings later. In probably 10 minutes or so. We're doing rankings. We'll have Bowie talk through. It's my ranking still, but we'll have Bowie tell me where she disagrees and agrees.
They're all at the bottom.
Well, again, it's all relative ranking.
And they should all be evicted.
Thanks, Ashley. I appreciate it. So, Bowie, do you have any desire now, being a big Big Brother fan, to go back and watch other seasons?
No, because it's all about the live feeds.
Yeah.
So, nah.
I would say some of the older seasons, the episodes are better. Like, it's only recently that, like, well, not recently, but past, like, 8 seasons, the episodes have become, like, dreadful.
Yeah.
Where it's just, like, scripted DRs and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But some of the early seasons are good.
How many seasons of Big Brother have you seen? Well, I've seen about, I'll say, 6 or 7 of the US ones. For the fulls, I watched everything. Then I listened to all the breakdown podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And then Australia, I watched lives when it was on back in the day, like, obsessively.
In Australia.
Yeah.
BB7 and 10 are great, yeah.
Yeah, I watched 10.
Oh, so Bowie, you watched your first Big Brother 25 episode ever.
Yeah.
Are you more open to watching the show now, or are you like, no, I'm good?
Well, only if you tell me ahead of time.
The safe ones to watch.
Yeah, which ones aren't like people being mean.
We're thinking about maybe watching the Izzy flip today, maybe the wall.
That'd be cool. But still, there could be some nasty stuff in there. Yes, the turkey slap for BB Australia. Yes, I do. That was, yeah.
What was the turkey slap?
I mean, I can't quite remember it, but he get evicted for that, I think. He got taken out of the house for it, I think, didn't he? The guy?
I don't know. This is news to me. Someone slaps someone with turkey?
Oh, it was like a sexual kind of a comment, so.
That's crazy. 2 guys got evicted. That's what happens when you slap the turkey.
Yeah, 2 guys, that's right. Yeah, okay, cool.
Those are pretty safe to watch. Pretty safe.
You should record you watching the Izzy flip.
And post it on the Patreon.
I don't know if I could.
Yeah, I think a lot of the fun of us watching the episodes together is...
Us yelling at the screen?
Yeah. And also, without Cedric here, it's almost better, because now we don't have to feel bad about just dwelling on
like, literally
things that happened a year ago.
We just kept talking about our season the whole time.
They held a girl down and slapped her across the face. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but it was kind of fun, like, but they crossed the line.
I would retract that statement, Bowie.
Yeah, like they were playing around, but they took it too far.
They have a lot of alcohol that season.
I think they
have to be drunk out of their minds.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had plenty of alcohol.
Well, they used to give house guests, like, liquor.
Yeah.
In the house. It was crazy. Like,
we got nothing.
You'd win HOH and get tequila.
Yeah. Yeah, ours, we were like 51 days before, or 50 days we got alcohol for the first time apart from day 1, which you didn't get.
Plow, was I arguing with you on Twitter about... No, I think I was arguing with Hamster Watch. So I was basically saying, someone on Twitter was saying they should bring back food comps.
Oh, yeah, like the eating... like
yeah. No, like the ones where like you could determine who's a have and who's a have not.
Oh, right.
And I was like, I don't want to waste time on competitions that don't matter.
Yeah.
Like, come on. A year ago today, Cam won HOH week 6. Oh my god, our season was so late.
So late.
Yeah. They kept texting us like, we're delaying it more and more, and like, they're like, are you still good? And I'm like, yeah, I'm still good, but shit, is it gonna happen?
Yeah.
Cam won week 6 HOH. That was a great day for you, Bowie. It was a terrible day for you, but Cam winning was good.
Was this the smelling one? I mean, who made which fart, that one?
Yeah. That was, you're left out of the vote. And
you know, I can't really remember because I was trying not to cry.
Unsuccessfully.
Yeah, and then I was like, sucked in, everyone!
And then it was...
Sucked in!
I saw Felicia and Suri talking to you, and like the audacity, they were like, now you have to go spy for us with Cam. He trusts you.
I couldn't believe... I said I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Did they show that on the episode? That was... I was
maybe.
Like, you guys...
They did.
You have no idea about me if you're asking me to do that.
Because they showed them, like, trying to comfort you, which is goofy, because they're the ones who betrayed you.
Yeah, and they both... I split them up so that to make sure I got... They couldn't check their stories. So, like, cross-examining, I separated them, and... Yes, they were both telling a different story. And I told them, well, you're both blaming each other, so then they would turn on each other.
It's like, it's just so goofy. Like, they try to do that all year where it's like, they're blaming me and America. It's like, what kind of power do you think me and America have?
Yeah.
Like, we're not exactly the dominant players. Okay, you already do some player rankings. The main event of the stream. I think it's about time. Bowie, is this your first time in Nashville? Oh, God, no.
No, I've lived here for a bit, actually. I mean, at 3 month stints, like 4 times or 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So I've done a lot of songwriting here.
So usually we do, player rankings every Tuesday. We're doing them a bit early this time. We might do them again Tuesday if there's any meaningful changes. But I figured it'd be fun to do with Bowie, give her a chance to talk about each player. And because Bowie thinks all the players this season are very talented, very skilled at the game, and she's going to have a lot of praise, a lot of praise to put upon them. Women have won more comps than men this season. Not fair. Not fair. Make comps equitable for men. That's how I feel. Let's do player rankings. All right.
It's more about who's bloody throwing the comps.
Honestly,
as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, you want to talk about throwing comps? You were throwing comps in the simulation.
I know. I was throwing once you're in trouble, you got to try it.
I've never played like that with
really?
someone and had someone throw comps.
That's hilarious, really.
Yeah, because like most people, it's like, I just want to be like the fake HOH so I could make my nominations.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And it got her second place. I'm telling you, Bowie, I think, has the most reliable game to get her to the final 5.
It's like a mathematical equation how to get to, yes.
Yeah. I think
you've got to win at the end. That's the only problem.
I think you put Bowie on 15 seasons, she gets somewhere between like 5th and 2nd every time.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Maybe get first ones, maybe get 8th ones, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I feel like it's a foolproof strategy.
I'm still questioning whether Joseph is actually throwing comps. This is actually interesting, Bowie. So Joseph is someone who was throwing every comp, but he didn't need to because he wouldn't have won them anyways.
Yeah.
Do you think you threw any comps that you're like, oh, I would have had that? The wall, we know. What else?
Okay, so first week, I can't. My brain's
balance beam.
Balance beam. I had to slow down on that, so I had potential. I didn't think I would win that, but I was like, oh shit.
Did you throw Escape the Nether region?
Definitely threw that.
Because you were in that final 6 group with me.
Yeah, and I knew that because I was on I went to that room on my own, that area that was wrong, and I knew it was wrong. So, but I kept trying to throw it, and I accidentally got it right once, and I was like, shit, I'm still in it.
Y'all, Joseph did not throw the AI arena. I've seen people say that. Absolutely not.
No.
He's a sicko, but he's not that much of a sicko. Week 3 HOH was not a winner.
Oh, it's not a winner.
It's kind of hard.
Oh, no, that was a bit of a guessing one. Yeah, no, I threw that, and then I came second.
Right.
Because it was a luck thing. I did not want to win that, obviously.
You threw the pressure cooker for sure.
Definitely threw the pressure cooker.
Did you throw Soulmates?
And pressure cooker is something, if I was really under the thumb, I just would have stood there for days. So.
Yeah.
BB
Odd Couples?
Soulmates.
That was later. BB Odd Couples is the next one.
Odd Couples. I can't even bloody remember that.
It's like the love one that Jared won.
Yeah, I threw that. Yep.
Everyone was targeting you for that one.
Yeah, but I was up against Red and he was so quick.
Red was weirdly quick.
Yeah, so I didn't really need to worry about throwing it, but I was definitely going to throw that.
All right, anyway, let's run it. So the chat, I need you guys to explain to Bowie Jane the formula I use to determine these rankings, because it's not just based on your competition ability. It's not just based on your short-term security, your win equity. How would you describe the way I rank players? It's a rich tapestry. Ashley. Absolutely. Throwing comps is good as long as you don't tell people.
Yes, which half the season has told everyone, which is dumb.
Yes, Bowie. So the way I rank, it's a rich tapestry of a myriad of factors that we have to consider when judging players. Some of those factors include your short-term security. Are you in danger in the immediate future? There's long-term security. Do you have a path forward? There's win equity. Can you actually get to the end? There's jury management. There's competition ability. There's social game. The point is, not one factor determines this ranking. It is a rich tapestry.
No, that's right.
That's right.
The factoring in the jury part is tricky.
Jacksonia says it's who he likes the most. Yeah, well.
It's a rich tapestry of it's who he likes the most.
Yeah, this is whoever was in chat yesterday when you guys like, Bowie's being too subjective.
It's like, that's correct.
It's like, what do y'all want? Bowie to be like, what? Let me check the polls.
I was like, well, I hate them, so no, only joking.
Okay, let's examine the rich tapestry first. With the chopping block. Who do you guys think I have as let's say the 10th best player in the house? Or in other words, the worst player.
Oh, yes.
All right, we got Chemo, Angela, Chemo. Bowie, personally, if you were ranking, who would you have as the worst player of the season at this point?
Can I just ask one question?
Go for it.
This... We're trying to work out who's going to win or who's going to do well in the game.
What's most important
It's
winning. All about winning the game.
Okie dokie. Well, I think Angela's not going to win, so we're going to put Angela on the board.
Okay. So Bowie has Angela at number 10. Do I agree? I do not. Or it's number 9, sorry. Number 9. My bad. I have Chemo at number 9. And I know everyone's saying Angela. And here's the reasoning, okay? Here's the reasoning. Chemo is going to get evicted this week. It's going to happen.
End of story.
And Angela's a worse player than Chemo, I think. If they were to go in another season, I'd bet on Chemo, 100%. But Chemo's not good.
He's not bad.
Okay, so make the argument for Chemo. What have you liked?
I think from watching his discussions with T-Core over the last few weeks, he does talk strategy a lot.
Yeah?
He is strategizing. He's just not being obvious about it. But...
Well, let me tell you, he talks strategy with T-Core, and that's like it.
Yeah, but that's smart. That's the only person he can trust.
Here's the thing. They always talk to each other about what they should do, and then neither of them go and do it.
Yeah, and also this hanging out with each other too much.
Yeah.
That's a mistake.
So here's my main criticism of Chemo. He has been the target for several weeks now, past 2 at least. He's not fighting for himself, really. He was going to get evicted last week, if not for the miraculous Chelsea changing her mind at the last second. And Mackenzie, the fact that he's still here is wild. He volunteered for the most part, or accepted the volunteering very quickly to be on the block this week. Is still not advocating for himself effectively at all. And this is going to maybe sound silly. I think Angela has some plot armor. Like, it seems like she's, one way or another, she makes it through every week.
She is Felicia.
She's Felicia. And look, if Felicia got to the end, could she win? Probably not. But whoever's evicted in 9th place definitely can't win.
That's what you're at.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you're Cameron or Jared or Jag.
Well, and I do think Chemo's going this week, so I'd like to change my point of view on this after some great debating from Cory.
Well, I guess the question is, Bowie, is like, do you think Chemo, under any circumstances, could win? Like, if the vote flips and Angela goes, I think Chemo still has a shot. Whereas Angela, even if she stays, do you think she has a shot?
No.
So, like, that's the argument you have to weigh. I just think, like...
I think Chemo... There is a small chance he can win.
Yeah.
Whereas Angela, I think no chance.
I just think Chemo is gonna be evicted this week.
That's the problem.
He just, like, if he was a better player, like, say he was Chelsea, and things looked as bad for Chelsea as they do for Chemo right now, I would bet on, like, okay, somehow Chelsea might be able to campaign, save herself, and then figure it out from there. Chemo has shown no ability to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Chemo, and I don't think that other house guests respect Chemo's game.
No, I agree.
Much.
It's more of a weak approach with it all.
They like him. I think so. They get along with him, but I don't think they respect his game. So he doesn't.
Okay, but let's talk about jury. The effect on the jury. So are people not going to want to send him home because they could be? Well, hang on a sec. Let me think about this.
Oh, thank you, JPR. I didn't even see you. Appreciate the gift.
Yeah, the jury. How's it affecting that? That is Bowie Jane.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's FBJ, see?
Sorry, I put the HelloFresh back on.
Yummy.
Yummy. So I think Chemo is cooked. I don't think he's a great player. I like him a lot as a person, and I would love to see if he could turn it around. That'd be fun. All right, so I'm not even going to have suspense for number 8. There we go. It's Angela. We've already really talked about her.
Yeah.
She doesn't have win equity. She does have some short-term security. She should be safe this week. No AI Arena really helps Angela in the long run because she didn't have much of a chance of winning those anyways, and now, like, she gets to be a nice pawn every week. She has long-term security. Does she have win equity? I mean, not really. I think the only person she might have been able to beat, funnily enough, is, like, maybe Joseph.
Yeah.
And that's gone.
True. But,
you know, look. We have another 40 days of the season. Things can change.
That's quite a long time.
Well, think about it this way. Here's the way. Like, did anybody after 45 days think Jag had a chance of winning the game?
Most definitely not.
People thought Jag was the worst player in the house. Some people still think that, but things can change and you can win. Maybe if Angela was better at comps, I'd feel better. Thank you, Shinsuke's.
We don't really know. I wonder if she'll be okay at mental comps, Angela.
She's already won 2.
Yeah.
Well, no, she won.
One was a crapshoot.
She won a crapshoot and then she won a quiz. But it was one of those knockout quizzes. She was good.
See, she might be better than I think.
The problem is, like, I think if you're JAG and the competitions are physical, you can kind of reliably comp out.
Yeah.
You can't do that with mental comps. Like, even if you're Bowie and you win all the quizzes, you didn't win all the quizzes.
No.
You might have thrown some of them. But...
I threw all the others.
So you're saying you could have won of them?
I mean, maybe. But I don't think I'm the smartest person in the house, but no.
It's a different skill set. Like, being smart does not mean you're good at Big Brother quiz comps.
No. The only thing I did do well was that remembering which side. Like, I thought that was a skill set, but...
Yeah. Okay, let's go to number 7. And I will tell you, they're not on this. They're not in the chopping block. I only have 2 people, which is the lowest it's ever been. And that is not to say that these other 7 players are deserving of being celebrated. Not at all. But I think there's no one out of this group of 7 that is, like, in too bad of a position to have no chance of winning. So, we say goodbye to the chopping block. And we go towards the player rankings. Oh, my God. At number 7, a lot of people are saying Quinn. A lot of people are saying Leah. There's some Cams, some Rabinas. Who would you have at number 7? Chemo and Angela are off the board.
It's tricky.
Thank you, Sar Marie. Appreciate the sub.
Because I think Quinn might win Head of Household next week. This is the problem with him still being there. And he's not going to put up Leah.
Mr. Duckfist, thank you for the raid. Welcome, people.
Hello, everyone.
Good day, Mr. Duckfist.
Good day, everyone.
Yo. You know how rate is the thing on TikTok? Can you rate other people?
Well, with the DJ Twitch, I've been on people's and other DJs' audience then go and raid another audience.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo. What's up, Raiders? What we're doing here, we're ranking all the Big Brother 26 house guests who are left and their chances of winning the game. We already did numbers 9 and 8. I'll show those right now. We had Angela and Chemo as the bottom 2. Happy end part of the week. I appreciate it. Welcome, y'all. If you don't know who me and Bowie are, we both won Big Brother 25 as a duo. First time in Big Brother history. Where is Cedric? Mute that. We don't talk about what happened to Cedric. Mods? First ever tie. It was like the Hunger Games. We both held out berries. The BB Can 4 erasure. That is true. So in Big Brother Canada 4, there was like a twin twist.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Or it was brothers, and they were playing as a unit. So they were playing together. Like, they only got one vote. They'd be nominated together.
Oh, I see.
And they won.
Right.
So they did win as a duo.
That's kind of cool.
They were terrible at the game. A bunch of us watch BB each week on Discord together.
Cool.
God bless. Anyone who has a Big Brother fandom on Discord, it's always going to turn into chaos, but stay strong, Caitlin. Shout out to my dogs at the crib. Exactly. Friend bonding time. Maybe. That's what you want to call it. All right, well, without further ado, we're going to get on with the rankings. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Duckfist. I appreciate you. All right, let's go into number 7. Okay. Oh, boy. So you said you were debating some stuff. You said maybe Quinn. Is that where you've landed?
Quinn, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Bowie says Quinn, which is surprising because she's such a big fan of Quinn's.
Of his gameplay. Great gameplay. Never makes a mistake.
Not once.
Nah.
He's playing the long game.
Yeah.
Honestly, he has a bit of Bowie Jane in him.
Oh, where can I get Bowie's hat? On my TikTok shop.
Good find. She's making up comments in the chat. Wait, where do you subscribe to me? It's the subscribe button on the... Okay, number 7.
Oh, you hate Cory? Oh, yes. Oh, that wasn't very nice.
At number 7, I have... Leah. I've got Leah at number 7, and there's a couple of reasons. Number 1, last week, she had her highest placement ever. I placed her at 4th after her being at the bottom for most of the season. And then she lost Joseph.
I know.
Losing Joseph and Chemo staying is a fucking disaster for Leah.
She really could have done well with Quinn and Joseph in there.
And Chemo is directly targeting Leah.
Yeah.
Like, the T-Core, Chemo, Rabina trio being there is so bad for Leah. So if they get rid of Chemo, this is good for her as well. But she's lost so much power. She, like, lost Quinn's trust. Quinn still wants to work with her, but it's still not great. And then she loses Joseph permanently. Chelsea was close to putting her up as the backup target here. She could have gone home. And I think my biggest problem with Leah, I don't trust her game ability. You could say that about a lot of people this season, but I don't think she's going to be able to fight out of this position. I will say she will fight, though, which I appreciate. She'll try hard.
Who do you think would put Quinn up next week if they win head of household?
Who would put up Quinn? Cam wouldn't. No. I don't think Mackenzie would. Yes. I think T-Core would. I think Rabina would. And I think...
They might backdoor him instead, I guess.
I think T-Core and Rabina are the main issues. Chemo, if he's there. MJ would. MJ could. Angela, of course.
Oh, Angela. Now, that would be a nice little twist if she wins next week.
Yeah. So I think like about half that MJ would backdoor. There's about half the house that is very dangerous for Quinn. But he also gets to play. So MJ said she might backdoor him if the veto's used. So it's not like the plan is to backdoor Quinn.
Oh, did she say that? Because I might have missed that today. But that would be interesting.
And I will say MJ's opinions change with the wind. So, like, don't lock that in. Cam will do what Chelsea wants, I feel. I don't think so. I think Cam's got a mind of his own. And Chelsea's not super pushy. That was the main criticism of Chelsea. She doesn't express her opinion enough. She's a little bit too passive.
Yeah, it was interesting watching when she sort of got blindsided and Brooklyn left.
Yeah.
She took the approach that Sari did and just said nothing to anyone. Like, just stayed out. Yeah. Remember when Sari was sitting in the lounge the whole time?
Yeah, I think it's. I think Sari was trying to do it to, like, basically lower her target level, but the problem.
So she didn't look like she was talking to people.
But the problem is, like, you have to find a way to have those conversations at some point.
Yeah.
Do you think Leah could talk Angela out of targeting Quinn? I don't think Leah will.
No, I don't think she cares about Quinn at all.
I think she knows she needs Quinn at this point. Like, Leah would not target Quinn, where I think that might have been the case a few weeks ago. But Leah is not the person who's going to, like, hijack Angela's HOH. And honestly, who's to say Angela's not going to turn on Leah? She's turned on every one of her number one allies.
Actually, maybe Angela will put... Oh, yeah, right. No, that's a vote for Leah in a final two, isn't it? Quinn for sure.
I think Quinn's a vote for Leah, and I think Leah probably would vote for Quinn. Maybe.
Wow.
Is Chelsea working with Quinn now? Yeah, but Chelsea can't win HOH next week, so Chelsea definitely wants Quinn to feel good about her because he's going to play next week.
Chelsea's pretty protected, isn't she? If you think no one's going to put her up next week, I don't think.
Well, I'll tell you what, she's not going to be sixth place either, so we'll talk about Chelsea for sure. Okay, so I think there's a lot of people who are targeting Quinn, but the whole point with Leah is last week when we ranked her, Joseph was going to stay and Chemo was going to go home, or Rabina. All that would have been fine. Joseph leaving sucks. Now she's back on the bottom. She was in severe danger this week, and it seems like, luckily, is going to be fine. But going into next week, she's a very easy pawn for a lot of people. So, not great for Leah. Who do you guys think I have at number 6? Bowie, what do you think? You had Quinn at 7, so I assume you got him at 6?
Yeah. 6. Well, I'm Leah then, I guess, I think. No, Rabina I've got quite high.
Okay.
I think she could win, Rabina.
All right, everyone's saying Quinn. And do I disappoint you? Do I let my subjectivity mar my rankings? No, I got Quinn at 6.
Oh, look at you!
Here's the deal with Quinn. Quinn has proven himself to be a bad player. Everyone keeps saying, like, oh my god, all these Quinn fans defending his game. No one's defending his game.
No.
We all know he's bad. He's had 2 HOHs, 2 of his allies have gone home. Not good. Here's the thing about Quinn. He can win comps. That's huge. That's a big deal. He has some people who will win HOH and protect him. Not that many, but some. And I think he's the type of guy, if he gets to the end, he just wins. In the same way that if I got to the end, I probably would have just won. Because people, like, overestimate Quinn's puppeteering mastermind shit. I was not running the game at any point, but everyone was talking about me as the big schemer. You know what I mean? Now, that's likely why Quinn will get evicted soon. But if he gets to the end, I think he's got a shot. And also, while he hasn't proven himself to be great at comps, he's proven himself to be better than a lot of these people. So he might go on a run.
Yeah.
Quinn doesn't beat Chelsea and T-Core, but if Quinn's winning these late game comps to protect himself, that's who he's going to be evicting. Whoever gets to the end is going to be next to, like, Leah or Angela or something.
This game's a bloody mess.
It's a mess. Quinn is a good social game. That everyone does like Quinn inside the house. Outside the house, a different thing. But basically, my rationale for Quinn is the same as Leah, except I think Quinn has a little bit more comp ability. Not that much more, but more.
I agree about that Quinn Rabina.
If it's Quinn Rabina deadass might win for her social game. I mean, the thing is with T-Core, Chemo, and Rabina is if anyone is there, you expect them to get the other two's votes.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit... Yeah, so, like... I still think Quinn, in that case, would get, like... Chelsea and Cam and MJ, I think, would vote for him over Rabina.
Quinn's weakness is he sucks with any power, Judge Judy says. Actually, and also, he cannot keep a secret. That he made those mistakes were right at the start.
A lot of mistakes. I mean, I think the issue with Quinn is like he knows the game really well and he's very social. And you're like, how is he not a good player? But he just comes to the wrong strategic conclusion at every point.
Yeah,
it's so weird. I think he's trying to play too like much. He's thinking too deep. Like generally, if you're HOH, if any of you go in the house, your main priority should be, I'm going to get out someone I want to get out. If I want to target Cameron, that's huge. But if I can't get Cameron out, let me at least get Blue out. Which is why when Bowie was HOH and I was trying to get her to put up Cameron and Blue, I'm like, okay, even if one of them wins, the other goes home.
Yeah.
That would have been bad for Bowie, but it would have been good for me.
And that's why we didn't do that.
That's why we didn't do it. I still think Blue was the right target for you. At the final line.
I really wanted to, but I just...
Because Cameron would have rode to the end with you, and I don't know if... I mean, I wouldn't have voted for Cameron, but I still think he might have won.
No, but I was always going to be put up next to him. That was the problem.
And then he wins the
veto.
veto.
Whereas with Blue, no.
Yeah. Yep. So that's where I got Quinn. Who do you guys think I have at number 5? All right, I'm going to refresh you with the names, Bowie. So we have Chelsea left. Mm-hmm. We have Cam left. We have T-Core and Rabina left. And we have Mackenzie left. Those are the 5.
Cam.
All right, Cam is the prediction. You guys got Rabina, Cam, Rabina, Mackenzie, MJ. It's all over the place. At number 5, I have Rabina. Now,
Wrong.
I know Bowie is very bullish on Rabina.
Bullish.
All right, so explain to me, why do you like Rabina?
Rabina's got a great social game.
Mm-hmm.
Even when she's up on the block, she doesn't panic. She also, I think she's going to be really good at the comps. Now she's going to have to try, so...
So what do you mean by, like, why do you say that?
I think she's super athletic.
She's a roller skater, which is a good balance.
Yeah, which is probably... And I think she's smart, so...
Yeah.
I just think...
I will say, she was perfectly built for that AI arena. That was like her comp.
Yeah.
So what worries me about Rabina is... A lot of these late game comps are those like the ones that Jag won, like the physical, mental ones where you have to run around and do things. And she's just short. She's like 4'9", which means it's kind of an uphill battle on those types of comps. She's shown a certain ability, like she's not going to be a pushover for sure. My main criticism of Rabina is number 1, Chemo's going to leave this week, which isn't a disaster for her, but it's definitely bad. That's someone who would protect her, keep her safe, and I think she'd beat him in the end, straight up. But I don't like the way Rabina has played. Like, I don't like her game ability. When she has strategic conversations, she's very, like, spacey. And for a while I thought, oh my god, this is her strategy. She's kind of like...
I was thinking that too.
But the problem is, I remember her being on the block weeks ago, and she just wasn't able to campaign. And it was T-Core and Chemo who had to campaign for her.
Yeah.
And it was just kind of worrying to me. Like, at this point in the game... I can't just judge your social relationships because that's not what it comes down to at the end of the day. At these low numbers. And we have two sides of the house. We have this Chelsea, Cam, MJ thing, and then we have this T-Core, Rabina side. And Cam, Chelsea, and MJ are way better at competitions, and that is a really important factor in the late game.
Yeah.
Especially because later in the game you go, HOHs, they matter a lot, but vetoes become really critical.
Really critical.
and vetoes are more physical. This season might rewrite that narrative. They've been doing pretty well with the comps they design.
She has people do the dirty work for her, which I agree, and it's a strategy to do that.
Yes, I don't know if it's intentional, I guess, is my question.
Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
I agree with you, Sydney. Rabina is not strategic, but she's great socially. And she's very similar to Cam. The key difference for me, Cam is a huge dude. Now, Cam has proven himself to not be the best at some mental comps, but I think like with how easy a lot of these tasks are, I don't think the mental component is as important as the physical component.
Cam was telling people in like the first few days that he was going to throw comps, so he hasn't played the best game. But telling people that. No,
Cam I think is a classic example of like he's a recruit who's never seen the show before. Yeah. He watched 25 maybe.
Yeah.
And he's learning as he goes. So Cam week 1 I think was one of the worst players in the house, and I think he's like learning and getting better. He has good reads. I agree with that. Honestly, I love Rabina, but her game is closer to Matt minus the misogyny. I really think that is a crazy analogy, Sydney. I don't see the Matt and Rabina. Unless you're saying both of them are just good socially, and then that... So I think what she's saying is, like, Matt was not that good strategically, but he had the right, like, instincts.
Yeah.
Where it, like, led him to a good spot.
Were there, yeah.
Cam said he watched half of 25 and season 1 and 2. Stupid way of
preparing. Is ridiculous. I started to watch 1 just so I thought, let's go back to 1 just for some sort of context. And I was like, oh, it's nothing.
It's kind of like BB Australia.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time watching this.
So I've got Rabina at 5. I will say, everyone from 5 to 1, 5 to 2 maybe, there's not a huge gap between them. But we'll see. Who do you guys have at number 4? I assume you guys are going to think Cam. Who do you got?
4. So we've got T-Core. Oh, well, I want to put Cam, but you've already...
Of the people left, who do you think I've got at number 4? So it's Cam, MJ, T-Core, and
MJ.
Chelsea. You got MJ at 4? All right. Well, at number 4, I see everyone in the chat saying MJ or Cam. At number 4, I have... That's not it. Mackenzie. Chelsea, fuck it, nah. I have Mackenzie. Here's the thing. Nothing Mackenzie does can make me forget how she played for the first 7 weeks. And how she was almost evicted twice.
Yeah.
She only won because of the AI arena. She was 1 second off losing that arena to Rabina and being evicted.
And she hasn't been that good socially, I don't think.
No. She always finds herself on the wrong side of the numbers.
Yeah.
Here's what I will say. I want MJ to get in a showmance with Cam. That will help her game so much. Because he's going to go out before her. They're 2 of the strongest people left in the house. She needs to lock him down as a number. Like, lock him down. MJ's gotten better. MJ's gotten better as she has more information, but she's still not great. Like, she's still kind of clueless.
Not great. In the social side, it doesn't feel too authentic.
I will say, though, I think MJ has a lot of good chances in the jury. Because, like, while she's not a great player, I don't think people think she's a great player. She has a really good story. Like, she's very, she was the underdog for so long. She had to fight for her life the entire time. And if she gets to the end, it's going to be like, how the hell did we let Mackenzie get there?
Yeah.
She should get the most improved. I think her or Cam are deserving of it.
You've got Cam way too high on this. It's just wrong.
Speak to it. Why?
Cam, the fact that he's getting into showmance is getting booted out.
Bowie.
Chelsea is annoyed with him.
So you agree that like Matt and Jag were kind of like a showmance. You know what I mean?
Totally.
They're a duo.
Yeah.
They went on to win every competition except for your 2 HOHs from this point on.
Yeah.
Every single
3.
one.
Right?
No, because I'm talking like before? Final, like this HOH is already done.
Oh,
the final
yeah,
9.
yeah.
So they won every competition except for your HOHs.
Yep.
So if Cam and MJ just stick together, they might just run the table.
That's true, but you do need a third person.
Chelsea.
Maybe, but I don't think. See, Chelsea's pissed with Cam for the MJ thing.
Yeah, but so Chelsea has talked about she's pissed with Cam and Mackenzie.
Yeah.
But she still knows she needs to work with them. That was her words. Maybe it festers and she turns on them.
That would be good for the live feed watching.
Cam won 1 damn comp. You guys got to understand, Jag won 2 comps in the first 9 weeks and then won 12 in the last.
Yeah.
Because numbers get smaller, comps get easier to win.
Exactly.
Like, that's how these things work. And comps get more physical as time goes on. You don't think that in your head because it's like, oh, they get more mental, they're more puzzles. But if you think to our season, all the physical shit was towards the back half.
They still weren't very physical, in my opinion, but everyone always says that. I'm like, I don't think it was physical at all, but...
It's physical in the sense of, like, people's physical ability is what determined the result of the competition.
Yeah, which is how it should be, in a way.
I don't feel that way for Big Brother. I think it waters down the game because everyone just has to campaign to Jag and Matt instead of having to worry about what if Felicia wins, what if Suri wins.
Yeah, and actually, if you're going to do that style of competition where it is relying on physical, then you need to cast all physical so there is some sort of a battle. Like
there's two problems. Competitions being inequitable and casts being unbalanced.
Yes.
If you have inequitable comps but everyone's fit, we're going to have a great season.
Yeah.
If you have equitable comps and everyone's all across the spectrum, we should be fine.
Yeah, sometimes there's people. True. Whereas the challenge, everyone's at a certain level of fitness.
What I think this season's really good so far is, like, first of all, the comps have been pretty good, and also no one's good at comps except Tucker, and Tucker's gone. And Cedric was pretty good, honestly.
What makes you think that Cam's even physical? Well, isn't he ex-NFL or something?
Yeah. It's very superficial, but Cam and MJ are the biggest people left, and they are very fit. That's my calculation. It's not super deep. But who in this cast do you think is like, Angela won more than Cam? Do you guys think Angela's got a better shot at winning comps?
No.
And I don't count about AI arenas. I don't give a shit about that. They don't matter. Do you want AI arena to return? It will in some form no matter what. I'm fine with it. I think it should just end at the final 11, not the final 9. Final 9 seems kind of intense.
College football at a big D1 program. Yeah, I mean, you have to be good. Also, it means you know how to focus and you know how to perform under pressure if you're an ex-athlete. That's the difference.
Now, let me say, I'm not certain Cam's going to be good at these comps because Matt was a fucking Olympian and he was not good at most comps. Like, a lot of, like, BB Comics or, like, Embarrassing Expedition, like, these kinds of things, he just wasn't good at that mental part of it. Jag is physical and mental, so he'd win.
Yeah.
We don't know about Cam. He's a smart guy, but I don't know how he'd do in these kinds of comps. Angela can win double eviction HOH. She can, yeah. Cam is smart. I agree. So
yeah, because double's going to be something short, right?
It's going to be a knockout comp, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's what they love doing for doubles. Stop calling him an Olympian, I beg. He's an Olympian.
He
Look,
is an Olympian.
Hate on Matt all you want. He's an Olympian.
Yeah.
Like that. Facts are facts. Was he at the Paris Olympics? No.
Deaf Olympics, yes. Not this year, but...
I don't think he's going to the Japan one.
No.
I'm certainly not going. I want Zingbot to visit the house guest next week. I saw someone write out Zings, and I'm like, you guys are mean.
Oh. Actually, the Zings are going to be interesting. They're pretty nasty, the Zings.
Not the actual Olympics. Y'all.
I didn't say that. I said the Deaf Olympics.
No. I'm talking to... So here's what I'm saying. Don't let your hate towards Matt make you ableist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're like...
He did compete in the Deaf Olympics. He has not been in any... He has been in the Deaf Olympics. Right?
Yeah, he's the leading... He has the most gold medals out of anyone in Deaf Olympic swimming history. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Like, just don't fall into the trap of, you know...
Yeah.
I know what you mean, though. Also, I think he qualified for the Olympics for, like, Hungary or some shit. But...
Well, he was in discussions.
Yeah. Do you mean the Paralympics? The Deaf Olympics is its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Deaf Olympics is its own thing.
Because, for some reason, they're not sure why it's not included, but the Deaf Olympics, they do a separate Olympics for that. They're
sanctioned by the IOC. Yeah. Okay, anyways, my point with Mackenzie, we know she's not a good player, but she's pretty physical. I think she has a good story if she gets to the end, and I think she's improving as a player. Her connection to Cam is super valuable. Her connection to Chelsea is super valuable. She's got to make sure she doesn't fuck that up by getting in a showmatch with Cam and pissing off Chelsea. But that's the balance. The one thing that makes me feel good about MJ Bowie is last vote, MJ and Chelsea voted together without Cam.
Yeah.
So I think them two can work together. And it
that's a possibility.
It might make Chelsea feel less uneasy about, their showmates. Okay. Let's move on to number 3. We have T-Core, Cam, and Chelsea. You've got Cam. I know that.
Well, you're going to have Cam then next.
You think I've got Cam third?
Wait, T-Core, Cam, or Chelsea? Yeah, you're going to have Cam.
You don't think I'm pushing Cam even higher?
No.
Well, everyone in chat says I've got T-Core, and they know me better than you, Bowie.
Wow, you have him way too high.
T-Core is good socially, but she's running out of options. If Chemo goes this week and all she's got is Rabina and maybe Chelsea, I'm a little bit nervous. Look, here's the thing. You guys are saying Cam's too high. I get it. The way I envision this season going at this point is it's going to be like Chelsea, Cam, MJ, Angela, and then T-Core. They're going to drag along towards the end and cut her. That's the way I see it going. She has Cam too low-key. No, here's the thing. Every house guest leaves the house being like, I like T-Core, but none of them in the house were like outwardly protecting T-Core except for the obvious people. Like, people know in the house T-Core is a jury threat and she needs to leave, and she's not a comp threat. Like, it's a really hard combo to pull off. Like, Jag was the number one target for the second half of the season.
Yeah.
But he had comps to back up.
No, the entire season, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, honestly, the first half he failed and he was evicted.
Yeah.
The second half, he relied on comps.
Good point.
I was a big threat the second half, too. I don't have comp ability. I can't do it. Like, you can't be a big threat and not be able to win comps. We'll see if T-Core can pull more stuff out. She's won one quiz comp that, went to part 3 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't get the sense that she's, like, a super-duper athlete or anything.
No. I think T-Core has a lot of security. I don't think she's going to go anywhere anytime soon. I think she has win equity if she gets to the final 2. I think she's almost destined, though, to get cut at final 5 or 4 or 3. No one's taken her to the end. And I don't think she's going to be able to win and bring herself to the end.
Yeah, is Rabina even taking T-Core to the end? Maybe not.
The way I think of T-Core...
She's too big of a threat.
I think of T-Core as, like, a slightly worse version of Suri, where, like T-Core is better at comps than Suri, 100%. But obviously, Suri's better at the game than T-Core, in my opinion. But...
I don't agree.
Okay, I know you don't agree. You gave her a 1. But the point is, when it gets towards the end, everyone knows they can't bring Suri or T-Core to the end, and Suri and T-Core are going to have a tough time winning the competition to bring themselves there. That's my concern. So I think T-Core is almost a lock for the final 5 or 6. It's just beyond that, I think it's a really hard path. Assuming MJ doesn't use the veto, who will go, Chemo or Angela? It seems like Chemo right now.
Chemo, I think.
Yeah.
Why is Angela saying that today? That tonight she was like, I don't have the votes.
Why'd Felicia say she didn't have the votes when she had the votes? It's because she thought that.
Yeah.
She's out of the loop. Rabina will bring T-Core. I think it's a hard path to imagine Rabina and T-Core like getting to the end together.
I feel like Rabina might take T-Core, actually.
I think she would, yeah.
She probably shouldn't, because I think she'll lose to T-Core, but...
But do you think they both can get that far in the game as a duo? Like, that's hard.
I think I do.
On feeds, T-Core and Chemo told Quinn the visionaries are still real to them. Well, they're lying.
Lying.
I respect it, but they're lying. They're both targeting Quinn. So I agree Rabina could bring T-Core. I'm just saying I don't think that's going to happen. Now, I don't hate T-Core's game. I don't love it either. The way she plays, it pisses me off. But she's very likable socially, and that's a very important thing. So, number 2, Cam or Chelsea. I'm not even going to mess with you guys. It's Cam.
Well, at least we got there eventually.
We got there eventually. I've talked most of this stream about Cam, so I don't know how much more I need to say.
He loves Cam. He's in a bromance with Cam.
Look, I'm a very simple guy, Bowie. He is likable. You agree with that? People like him in the house.
No, I think he comes across as weak, as in socially weak. Like, he just doesn't offer anything, from what I can see, anyway.
I see this is going to be a difficult case to convince you of.
Yeah, wrong.
Okay. My argument is Cam's very likable. People respect him, not necessarily as a strategist, but they respect the guy. They'd be happy to vote for him in the end, I think. Not against everyone, not against Chelsea, not against T-Core, but against MJ, I think he could win. I think he could win against Leah. I think he could win against Angela. I think he could, I think he's...
Leah, yes.
He could win against a lot of people.
Angela, yes.
He's very strong physically. Does that mean he could win all the comps? I don't know, but based on the past 5 seasons of Big Brother, the endgame comps go to the physical guys. That's how it works. Hopefully this season breaks the trend. I'm just using the data that we have. Like on season 25, Jag ran the table at the end. 24 was a little bit more balanced, but Michael basically ran the table at the end. 23, X won a lot of the comps. 22, Cody ran the table. Like, that's what we got. Jackson and Holly ran the table in 21. Casey ran. It's how it goes.
Thank you to everyone who's agreeing with me. I appreciate that. Okay, of course, Cory's wrong again.
When Bowie starts streaming on Twitch, she could do her own player rankings. And somehow for BB27, it's going to have Suri at 18.
Everyone will be on the bottom. Like, literally no one's going to be in.
Everyone's on the chopping block.
Yeah.
No one.
I said that in our season. I was like, can we just bloody get rid of everyone this week? It's so annoying.
You know what pisses me off about you, Bowie? You're Miss... Let's just split into 2 teams and go at it.
Well...
And you're also Miss... I want to be on both teams.
No, I do not want to be on both teams.
But you would go to Suri and leak the plan here, and then run back to Matt and Jag and say, oh, Suri's so annoying, and then run to Suri and be like, but I trust you. I respect it, but you are not super faithful to your team.
I was, apart from throwing comps. I don't think Suri would be that high. Yes. Oh, it's Lolo. Is it Lolo? Or is it another Lolo?
I think that probably is Lolo.
Lolo, is that you? Prove it.
All right, so my case on Cam is he's a physical guy, which is a good omen based on what we've seen the past 5 years. He's likable socially. Strategically, he's improved a lot. He's got the right instincts. He knows where he has to go. The back door is almost off the table now. We're at the final 8. It's really hard to backdoor somebody. I think Cam is just a well-rounded player, and in this cast of terrible players, I think that gives him a good shot. Bowie, never surrender.
That's it.
Oh, this is a big day for me, by the way. I found out that Naughty Boy is on Spotify. I was just looking in the wrong place.
Where did you find it then? Because
what
happened, guys,
YouTube.
I released it and I pulled it off. And then I just put it back up under a different name, because it was too pop for what I do at the moment.
I found it on YouTube.
Oh.
With the video, with the bunny.
Oh, my dad, yeah.
Did you ever tell that story? Do you not want to tell it?
I didn't care. Yeah, you can tell it.
So Bowie I'll pull up the video very quickly just so you guys have a frame of reference to what I'm talking about.
Yeah, basically this video I shot, edited, everything myself with a tripod, and you'll see there's a bunny in it.
So we've got the video. I want to find the bunny. So this is your dad, right?
That's Dad. I'm like, can you just... And I'm like, come on, we need to do it again. You need to, like, be more into it.
Yeah, so this is... And do you remember your concern about this video?
That I might get sued.
Yeah.
Because I was basically having to go to all the people who... Like, I was literally saying Justin Bieber and Taylor Swift and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Like, it's all these, like, little news clips.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that is why the combination of musician and lawyer is a rare one. Because it's a very fine line to walk.
It gets in the way, actually.
Cory's played this so much. You saw my fan cam that I created, right?
No.
No, you didn't? Oh, my God. I got to pull this up. This is some quality content. Put the AirPod in if that's okay, just so you could hear it. Just wait, Bowie. Oh, this is a huge... There's you.
Yeah, there's me.
Is
this you making gifts? No.
Where is it?
Everyone's saying, oh no, oh no, oh no.
All right. So I made this... One of my streams was I made my own fan cam of myself.
Oh, okay. That's
very
hilarious.
Fun stream.
Yeah.
Wait, stay like that? He's looking submissive
and breedable. Breedable, submissive and breedable.
That's funny.
Sorry, let me just move this. Kind of, I don't know where it goes. Whatever.
I like America a lot. Fuck me.
That's so bad. It's the audio is so bad. The editing process, I was losing my mind.
Lyrics are perfect for it, actually.
Those are our birthdays.
Yes.
If there's anything Cory's talking about, is we gotta think of all the different scenarios.
We got to think of all the different scenarios.
The stupid suit.
Serious business.
Guys, Cory's lying. I'm telling the truth.
As a society, we too often...
What is happening here? Wait. So you're telling me after a 3-hour stream, this is what we made? This was the problem. Well, in my head, it was a lot better, y'all.
It's funny.
But basically,
the lyrics are good.
I went into the stream thinking, all right, we're going to do a fan cam to Naughty Boy, to Bad Boy. And beyond that, there was not much ideas. I made a YouTube video about the editing process. It was very funny.
Oh my god.
Okay, all right, sorry. So, Bowie, who do you think I got at number 1? You have any theories?
Tucker. No.
Tucker, all right. Let's go, Chelsea. I think this has potential to be the best HOH reign yet. She put up Angela, who is upset, but of course, like, Angela's upset at everyone, so it's fine. And you put up Chemo, who volunteered. Noms are going to stay the same. It seems like a success. Her flipping on Joseph, I thought was a bad move, but it's worked out. I mean, I didn't even think it was a bad move. I thought Mackenzie flipping was a bad move. Chelsea, I thought it was right, but I didn't think she'd be able to get Mackenzie. So she's having a great HOH reign right now. She's got Cam and Mackenzie. As long as they're loyal to her, she's in the dominant position. Quinn is more loyal to Chelsea than he is about just about anyone else.
I've got a thought.
Uh-oh.
I think Chelsea has a tendency to get overly confident and a little bit into the ego of it all, which could be her downfall at some point, but I can't be sure.
You know what I'll say, Bowie? I think most of that manifests in her camera talks.
But that's still what's going on inside her head, so she might make a mistake because of it.
So I agree, like, it's kind of exemplary of what she's actually thinking, which is bad. Yeah. But at least the other house guests are not seeing it, because they all saw Joseph acting like that.
Well, and they did hear her from another room, and that was...
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Quinn's not loyal to Chelsea over Leah, but I think Quinn knows Chelsea is one of his only assets. The point is, Chelsea has T-Core, pretty good. Robina, pretty good. Has Cam and Mackenzie, really good. Quinn is an option. Angela's not happy with her, but I think Angela would still target Quinn first. Leah, I don't know how Leah helps Chelsea's game. I think Leah would also be a reasonable target, which is why she was going to be the replacement nom. I think Chemo is the perfect target for Chelsea, because I think Chelsea's the only person who could target Chemo and still have T-Core and Robina to work with.
Oh, Bowie saw it. She come. Well, I can't remember if I've seen it because, honestly, when you get out of the house, you can't remember anything. Like, it is a big blur. But apparently I have seen it, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I agree long term. Chelsea's position isn't perfect, but it's definitely the best in the house. 100%. No one in this game is playing a flawless game at all. I personally think most of these players are well below average, but I think Chelsea is the only one in this entire house who I would consider a good player. Straight up. I don't think she's great, but I think I'd be comfortable saying she's good.
She's good, yeah.
You know who secretly I think is might be the second best player of the season? And this is a stupid opinion, but bear with me.
That's stupid.
Okay, I think Brooklyn is the second best player of the season.
No, she made mistakes so early.
Sure, she made a ton of mistakes.
Well, that's the problem.
But how many players haven't made mistakes this season?
It's better if you can't even see what people are doing, really. They're the best players.
Honestly, if all of these house guests played 1,000,000 seasons of Big Brother, I think Chelsea and Brooklyn win the most.
Because Brooklyn's a super fan too.
I think she's like a self-admitted casual, but she actually watches the show. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't watch the feeds, but she watches episodes. She's only a good player when she's in a good position. Quinn's in good position, and then he becomes a terrible player.
And that's correct. Brooklyn was too emotional. Like, she really didn't handle that as well as she could. But I don't know if she could do anything about leaving anyway.
Here's my point. Y'all don't think Brooklyn's the second best? Sure. Who is? Is your answer T-Core? If it is, okay, but I don't think T-Core is much better. That's
better. Although she made a mistake putting Tucker up.
Okay, Ainsley, sure. right, you guys are saying T Core. Look.
Cory's wrong again. It's amazing.
Okay, Hey Bub says Matt. I'm gonna run a poll. Look,
Matt.
I'm sure T Core is gonna win the poll. But who's a better player? T Core or Brooklyn? Meaning, if they played 1,000,000 seasons, and let's assume it's, modern seasons, so like 50% BIPOC and modern competitions and stuff, who wins more? Who do you think's the better player? It's about 50-50. A little bit more on Brooklyn. And I'm
Come on, T-Core. I'm voting T-Core.
You're not voting shit. Unless you take out your phone. So it's pretty even, but most people say Brooklyn. I will say, it's not because Brooklyn's a great player. I want to be very clear. I think it's because everyone's kind of bad. But I think Chelsea, I would say, is good. I feel comfortable saying Chelsea is, on most seasons, would be one of the better players. So that does it for the player rankings. Just to recap, we had Chelsea, Cam, T-Core, Mackenzie, Rabina, Quinn, Leah. And then on the chopping block, we have Chemo and Angela. So a lot of movement. Chelsea stays on top. She's been on top not most of the season, but she's been around the top for a lot of the season. Bowie, how do you feel about my list?
I don't think it's very accurate, so...
Okay, Bowie. Here's what we're going to do.
Would a Big Brother season 4 superfans be good or bad? Well, if they're all the same, actually, it could be interesting, but I'll say the superfans doesn't mean you necessarily play well. It's different in there. You got to have people skills. More important than knowing the game.
Okay, well, here's what we're going to do.
Uh-oh. What are we watching?
Not watching anything. Just one second. And then we'll get off stream so we can hang out with America. She should be reading right now for book club.
She can have a drink now, I reckon.
I hope so.
It would be weird if a season full of superfans. No, America's not napping. She's preparing.
Okay, so...
Yeah, she's reading.
In Australia, when you do grades, do you have E or is it just F?
Well, F is fail. Yeah, I think it is E. No, it's A, B, C, D,
it's just
fail,
F.
yeah.
A, B, C, D, F.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me get rid of this. All right. So, based strictly on gameplay, Bowie. We're not trying to get you in trouble. Based strictly on their gameplay. Give me a grade for everyone so far. Angela.
F.
Okay, I think that's right. Brooklyn.
I don't want to get in trouble.
It doesn't have to be relative. If you think they're all Fs, that's fine.
Well, I think she had potential, but so D.
It's Cam.
Cam, C.
Thank you, McCore, for the prime. I appreciate you. I hear the literally fuck off in my ear. Cedric, your boy.
Well, offering to go up as a pawn, I did say to him, not the best move, so we're going to put that as a D. Sorry, Cedric.
Chelsea.
A.
Joseph.
Oh, sorry, Joseph. We did speak to him last night. It's going to be an F for fail.
Kenny.
Kenny, F for fail.
Chemo.
C.
You're high on chemo. What about Leah?
She's kind of playing well, but I don't really like the way she's playing. But B.
Lisa, your mind is an enigma, Bowie.
F.
It does not comport to societal standards. Mackenzie? Almost evicted twice.
C.
Okay. Matt?
F.
Quinn?
See what I mean? I would just evict everyone. Quinn? F. Sorry, everyone.
Rabina?
A.
And T-Core?
Oh, she did make that mistake last week. We're going to put her at a B.
Thank you, Katie. Tucker?
Interesting to watch, but that didn't work out, did it? So D.
And then Ainsley.
I don't like the whole Ainsley thing, so F.
So, again, Bowie has a very special mind. And let me say, here's what I disagree with, okay? I think it's crazy to have Quinn and Joseph with the rest of these people. I think Tucker, I'd move down to F. Brooklyn, I'd move up. Chemo and Mackenzie, I'd move down. Lee, I'd move down a little bit. Let me zoom through my rankings, then we'll get off.
Yeah, you do yours.
I'm about to zoom through it. Okay, it fucked up the letters, but we're just gonna... Angela's down here. Kenny's down here. Lisa's down here.
Matt.
Tucker's down here. Matt's down here.
Quinn.
Mackenzie's down here.
Quinn.
Quinn's not down here quite. Quinn's tier right above that. So is Cedric.
Thank you, Manda Pants. Watch Chelsea and Rabina be final two.
Thanks, Manda. Chemo, I'll put here too. Cam, I'll say is a recruit. Brooklyn, I'll say is one tier above. Chelsea's at the top. Joseph, I think, is like here. Leah's like here. Rabina's like here. T-Core is like here. I think this would be... No, I'd say it's like this.
Where's Ainsley?
This is my rankings. Is this appropriate? How is MJ lower than Cedric? MJ, guys, don't forget how terrible MJ was. I like MJ. I'm rooting for MJ, but MJ was terrible.
No, socially, her game's not solid.
She was going to be evicted twice.
Yeah.
Most of those were earlier than Cedric was evicted. MJ's not that bad. You understand, MJ, if she didn't win these AI arenas, she would have been like a third boot and remembers one of the worst players of all time. Not even ranking Ainsley. Honestly, it's been a good season.
Overplaying, that was the problem. So someone said, I don't understand
Yeah.
what she did, but in my view, she was overplaying, got a bit too excited, and unfortunately people talk because no one can keep a secret, and then you're in trouble. And she's potentially a strong competitor, so...
That's interesting. I would say the opposite. I would say Brooklyn was too passive. Like, she was in a good position, and then she didn't do anything to maintain it, and then things flipped on her, and then she just wasn't able to fight to fix it.
I felt she was trying to have a lot of conversations with people, setting up alliances here and there, and I was like,
Why can't I resub? I don't know, Nino. You should be able to. If you're on mobile, sometimes it's finicky.
MJ was my top 3 until not one live feed. Lolo says,
Are you going to do a stream reviewing ranking the 47 cast? Yes, I will. That'll be next week. Also, there's a Survivor event in Nashville. That's exciting. Anyways, Bowie, thank you for joining. Do you have any last words for all the chatters?
No, it's been great chatting with you all. Obviously, you know you can't believe anything Cory says, so that's about it, really.
Yeah, and Bowie's like, actually, you can go to twitch.tv/DJ Bowie Jane.
Bowie Jane. And you can get my hat on... wait.
You've got a lot of
TikTok.
shit. What do you have? Hat, hoodies. You have tank. Not tanks. You cut the shirts into tanks, right?
Yeah, but actually there is a tank version.
There is a tank version. Okay, but we should have DJ'd the stream. I think Twitch would ban that shit.
Yeah, it used to be such a DJ platform.
Is there any song that you would like try to remix, but you just couldn't figure it out?
Like
a song on the radio that you're like, damn, I want to make a remix on this shit.
Oh. No, you know what? You can pretty much always make a remix of anything.
TikTok.
Except for the FBJ song.
Except for the FBJ song.
Yeah.
That's hard. Oh, where would they get your merch? Where do you go?
TikTok shop. Yay.
Bowie's TikTok shop. All right.
I've got a Good Day Julie top too.
The Good Day Julie was fire. She wore it to the event, and there was someone there who was also wearing it.
Lolo.
Yeah, it was Lolo. Yeah, I was nice to meet you, Lolo, again. So that does it for Bowie's, time on the stream. No stream tomorrow. We're gonna be having a great time on the town. I will stream again Monday. You leave Monday like midday.
Yeah.
So I'll be live Monday night, most likely. And we'll be back to normal with all the Patreon stuff and everything. So thank you for bearing with us.